Hello everyone, welcome to the match reaction here in South London, where Newcastle have had a third 0-0 draw with Crystal Palace this season. It's not a game that you want to put on TV next season perhaps, but you look at that game. I've just came out of there. It is a sigh. The lineups were very strong. I was actually really shocked with the lineups, actually, to be fair. I thought there would be a couple of changes at least going into the Southampton game, because I think the Southampton game is a bigger game. However, he's went full strength, and credit Eddie Howe. I didn't expect it, mind. I really didn't expect it. The view inside the ground's horrendous, so I had to move seat and I went further down. So you'll see that in the vlog, I just moved seat, because the quicker these get to a new stadium, the better for themselves and for the fans, because it's the worst in the Premier League for me. It is. But going back to the game, look, I think off the top of my head, the chances that spring at my mind straight away is the headers that are all straight at the goalkeeper. Callum Wilson, Botman, Isak, and I think there was another one as well. There might be another one as well. It might be Dan Burn. I can't remember off the top of my head. The view was awful, but all the headers that were straight at the goalkeeper. It was just disappointing. It was really just disappointing. And of course, Nick Pope was forced into a fabulous save. I haven't seen, obviously I've just came literally out the ground, I haven't seen any of the replays back, but it looked like an unreal save. Sprung his arm out, you know, he wasn't really that busy, wasn't really tested as much, and that was Palace's best chance, and a fantastic save. And that's now 8 clean sheets in a row for Nick Pope, which is incredible. And he has the best shots per save ratio in the Premier League as well. Newcastle are now 15 games unbeaten, which they set another record. Would have liked to come away with 3 points. Negatives and positives. Very surprised to see Bruno in that lineup, by the way. I forgot to mention him before. I didn't think he had the greatest game. Negatives. Callum Wilson, I thought, struggled a little bit. The defence are all positive, because you look at them. You know, you've got Eze, you've got Zaha, who are a real threat, and I think Newcastle coped with them pretty easily, to be fair. And the defence is such a strong point at the minute that it's the defence that's picking up points at the moment, because we need a lot more goals. If you look at the last 5-6 games, there hasn't been many goals that we've scored, but the defence is, you know, picking us points up because we keep clean sheets every game. But obviously Isak was brought on, ESM was brought on to try and change the game a little bit later on. It didn't happen, but Palace were effectively, predominantly I'll say, parked in their own half for large periods of that second half, and Newcastle just couldn't break them down. Not a pleasant game, not a pretty game, but it's a point on the road. Obviously the result earlier on today, Liverpool and Chelsea drawn, helped Newcastle out massively, because I still think one of those are quite capable of going on a run quite easily. Tottenham playing Monday night, all eyes on that game, of course. So you never know, it could be a great point at the end of the season, you never know. But Newcastle have drawn a lot of games. We've only been beaten once, which is the positive. So yeah, and we'll have to look at now moving across to Tuesday. It's Southampton. I'm actually driving straight to Southampton from here. I'll be sitting in the car doing the vlog, so stay tuned for the vlog and the last word later. But I'm going straight to Southampton from here, staying down there just to see the place and go and see some nice places. But yeah, you'll see that in the videos the next few days. But from Selhurst Park, it's a point. It's meh. But these are the expectations. These are the expectations that, you know, this point last season, before Eddie Howe come in, we would have all said, oh, it's a great point. It's a point on the road. It's a point in the Premier League. Now we're saying, oh, is it 2 points gone, or is it a point gained? Should we have done better? Yeah, I think we should have done better, but you never know. This could be a positive towards the end of the season. Smash that like for us, everyone. See you later on.